We don't have to do the normal intro or anything.
So we're free to go.
All right.
We're free men.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey, you. What are you doing listening to this episode? This is not a regular episode. This is a mini episode. If this is the first one you're listening to, fuck off. Go fucking listen to Nay Means Yes or something like that.
Shouldn't they listen to Blood Brothers?
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. Well, we haven't explained what this is yet.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm Dave.
Oh, and I'm Guy.
We should still do that.
Oh, nice to meet you.
We've decided to do a couple of mini episodes every now and then. We haven't thought of a name for the mini episodes. Any ideas?
You put me on the spot. Bloody hell. Show me your mini episodes. Show me your shorts. Let's talk. Oh, a moosh boosh.
Moosh boosh.
A little audio moosh boosh.
What the fuck does moosh boosh?
It's a little appetizer, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. It's moosh boosh.
I've never heard that in my life.
Well, that's because you're not as cultured as I am, Dave. A little thing to keep you entertained in between episodes.
I like, actually, moosh boosh does have a certain
You don't even know what it means.
It's growing on me, though. I'm liking it. So this is a moosh boosh ep.
I feel like now I need to make sure it is what I think it is. It might be a term for like anal fisting or something. Who knows?
Oh, fuck. So this little mini
Moosh
episode, moosh boosh, this little moosh boosh is essentially a little, what would you call it? Not a sequel, but like a little tidbit bonus for the Blood Brothers episode. So if you haven't listened to that episode about Mike Diana's amazing film Blood Brothers, go back and listen to that. But yeah, basically, long story short, Mike Diana bloody came to Japan.
That's fucking
Isn't
mad.
that in fucking sane?
I cannot believe this went over our heads.
Yeah.
So I saw our good old mate Eggy posting on Twitter like he's off to Mike Diana's signing event in Tokyo. So what the fuck? One, how did we not know about this? Two, why didn't he bloody tell us?
Yeah.
Oh mate, he just didn't tell us. I actually just got back from Tokyo like the day before as well.
Oh my god, it's so frustrating.
I just got back from Tokyo.
You just missed it.
I just missed him. But
I didn't miss him.
well, he came over to Osaka, didn't he?
Yeah, so I think basically it is nuts that he came to Japan at all, full stop.
Do you know why he came to Japan?
I think he went to Tokyo for an exhibition. So yeah, he went up there for that. That was the main purpose that he came over. And we were like, fuck, that sucks. Like, we missed seeing Mike Diana. That would have been amazing to talk to him and ask him some questions about Blood Brothers. And then, out of fucking nowhere, a Kyoto pizza place called Pop Pizza.
Great place.
Oh, man. Fucking excellent pizza at that place. If you're ever in Kyoto, definitely go to Pop Pizza. The owner's an extremely nice guy. The place is like covered with all these fucking cool posters. They got a Spookies poster in there. They got it all.
It's like all movie posters. They got a screen to do showings. They do gigs there.
Yeah, it's great.
You've got loads of cool records. It's mostly like punk. He loves punk, doesn't the owner?
Yeah.
And you just sit, listen to cool music, watch movies, eat good pizza. It's fucking awesome.
And he's a genuinely, really, like, he was a very nice guy, the pizza man.
Pizza man. Did he charge you for your alcohol?
Yes.
Because when I went, he just kept giving me loads of free booze.
Wow.
So I went with Eggy and old Norman England and his partner Kojima Miyako, the manga artist. The idea, we would go there, have a bit of pizza, maybe stay for like an hour or so, because everyone was kind of tired.
Yeah.
We were there till like 2 a.m. So we were there for about 6 hours. Wow. And the owner just kept pouring us all these shots and stuff. And it got to like 2 a.m. I worked the next day, did my check, went to go leave, and then somehow just walked straight back downstairs and carried on drinking, and he kept giving me more drinks. So yeah, but great guy. Didn't really seem too concerned about the money side of things, but yeah, awesome place.
It is really great. Like, unfortunately, we both live in Osaka, so it's quite a trek to get there. It's like an hour and a half from where I live. But yeah, really great place. But anyway, the Pop Pizza Instagram, their Instagram feed, suddenly they had like a poster with the Blood Brothers poster.
Yes.
And we're like, what the fuck? And it's advertising Mike Diana screening Blood Brothers at Pop Pizza in person.
Yeah.
With a Q&A after.
What the fuck?
absolutely insane. So I found out from going there that this was organized at the last minute. This was not part of his itinerary for his trip. And he has a friend that I guess lives in Kyoto who hosted the event, and he invited him down. And so it was like organized like in a couple of days. Like, do you want to do a screening? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. Absolutely amazing. So not only is it Mike Diana, but it's Blood Brothers, the thing that he's, not that well known for, really. Like, he's known as a comic artist.
Yeah.
Not so much for the films that he made when he was a young man. So that was exciting. So you couldn't make it, unfortunately. But I went down there with my partner, and I didn't know what to expect because I've never been to Pop Pizza at that point. Had no idea how many people would be there, but it was fucking great. It was such a good night, and there was not really that many people there.
I mean, like you said, last minute, it's something that he's not well known for. And it wasn't even advertised. It was just one Instagram post like 2 days before the event. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, so there was maybe, I want to say, at most 20 people there.
Well, I mean, it's not something a big like place, so that's you're not going to get
it. It wasn't empty, but there were not too many people there. And I was also like, is it going to be mostly foreigners coming to this? But it wasn't really. It was mostly Japanese, and I think I was one of 2 foreigners there, not including Mike Diana. So as soon as I walked in, I saw him like straight away, but I didn't want to go up and bother him because from watching the documentary about him, the Frank Henenlotter documentary, Boiled Angels, he seems like a very, very shy.
He seems quite reserved,
guy,
doesn't he? Yeah.
So I didn't want to bother him straight away. Before the movie started, he had some of his comics laid out. So I bought one of the Boiled Angel comics that was sitting there. Bought it directly from him, and he was just very polite, like, thank you. Like, very softly spoken, thank you. Just very nice. But didn't really talk to him too much. And then the movie played. It was fucking amazing. Had a great reaction. Tana, my partner, absolutely fucking loved it.
Was that the first time she's seen it?
Yeah, first time she's seen it, and she just loved it so much. I can
just imagine her cackling away.
Yeah. She asked a question in the Q&A, and it was so funny because she opened with, Mike, I just want to say I loved your movie so much. It's like so passionate.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, but yeah, after the film, he came up on the stage and did a Q&A, and he just came across as, honestly, just kind of like he does in the documentary. Very softly spoken, humble, I don't want to say shy, because he's very talkative, but he's just not over the top. He's just a, quiet kind of guy. Yeah, so he did this Q&A at the end, and I found out some extra information.
All right, I got to ask, is there anything that I brought to the podcast last time that was wrong information?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, that's good.
I'm pretty sure everything was pretty accurate.
Okay, that's good.
You said, yeah. So the question I asked him, because the thing I was fascinated to know, and I don't think we knew when we did the episode, what the fuck were these locations that he was filming in? So all the rundown houses. And I don't think we talked about.
We talked. It's like some Florida like campsite kind of thing, like trailer park type thing.
Well,
didn't we?
Basically, this place, they were apartment blocks owned by his dad.
Okay.
And they were like a really nice place before the 80s, and then it just turned into economy related stuff. It just turned into this bad neighborhood in the 80s, and it was all completely run down and turned into what it looks like in the film. And Mike Diana was like, that is the perfect place to film. So these were these apartment blocks that were actually owned by his dad.
Wow.
And had turned into essentially slums.
Oh, fucking hell.
So that was one I was like, fuck, that was quite an interesting little tidbit to get. Some other fun stuff. We were asking about props for the film. The cocaine was flour. Not too surprising. I love his initial answer. Like someone asked about that. He's like, oh, it was real cocaine. And then where he got the weird body parts and stuff. That was quite...
My hand, that kid.
That was quite interesting. So he was talking about his love of horror came from Fangoria. So he was a big Fangoria reader. And back then, Fangoria had a section where you could order props.
No way.
Yeah, so he ordered a bunch of props from Fangoria. So like different body parts. So some of those were from Fangoria. And then the rest of it were just like chicken guts that he bought raw from the supermarket, and liver and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know the fucking mental rubber fetus thing?
Oh, yeah.
So apparently that was in this like closed down old warehouse that they'd broken into, and it had all, I guess, like hospital supplies or something.
Oh my
And he
God.
found these like fetuses and took them for the
God, that's nuts.
Oh man. So yeah, that was like, yeah, pretty great.
That's great. But yeah, you could totally see, especially in the kind of weird psychedelic drug sequence where they pull apart the boy's body, it all seemed... Oh, maybe no. When he's killing his blood brother, his mate, and he's pulling out all of his organs, it just looked like real animal guts that he's kind of fondling.
And that is what it was. Yeah. It's so gross. I also liked, you talked about in the episode that he saved up for that video camera, but his dad was hoping that he'd be like filming family events and stuff like that. And he told one story about his sister. I'm not sure if it's the sister in the film, but she was in the Marines.
Right.
And Mike Diana and his family went to the graduation, but he didn't film it with his camera. And that really pissed off the dad. Because he's just like, what are you doing making these fucking movies? Where's your camera now? This is what you should be using it for.
Oh, brilliant.
After the Q&A, I got to talk to him one-on-one for a bit. Unfortunately, like, the music was just, like, blasting. Like, so they had DJs afterwards.
Right.
So I was kind of, like, shouting in his ear, and he was shouting back in my ear. But I asked him some more about how the Henenlotter documentary came about. And that was really interesting as well. I don't think we really talked about that too much in the episode. But yeah, apparently Henenlotter, when they had met each other, he didn't know anything about Mike Diana's trial at all. He was just not familiar with that at all. The way that they met was that Mike Diana did the artwork for a screening of Bad Biology.
Okay.
You know that film, right? Yeah. So after that, they became friends. And they just started doing movie screenings together. And they'd, like, you know, watch movies with each other. And then through that, Diana just casually mentioned the trial. And Frank Hedler was like, what? Like, he's like, tell me more. And then he was like, fuck, this sounds like an amazing subject for a documentary. So it came about, like, really naturally.
That's quite a wholesome friendship, isn't it?
Yeah, just, like, came out of, not from Henenlotter approaching him purely for that topic, but it was a friendship first and then turned into that documentary. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. And he seemed really, when I told him how much I loved the documentary, he was really excited that people were watching it and seeing it. So that was really nice to hear. Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to talk about that he mentioned that was very exciting. So our mate Eggy that we mentioned before, he came along to the screening, asked his question. Eggy is Japanese, by the way, so he's like, Mike Diana, I love your flicks. I love your flicks so much. And he's like, when are you making a new flicks? So when are you making a new film? So he wanted to know if Mike Diana was planning to do a new film. And he is. No. So he talked a bit about what he wanted to make. So he's been talking with some friends about making a new movie.
Amazing.
And he wants to make a slasher.
Right.
From the killer's point of view, but it's exploring a killer's sexuality.
Right.
So basically, his question for this film that he wants to make is, what do Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers do for sex?
The fuck?
So he's like, how do they get off, basically? So it's about a slasher that lives in the woods and finds steroids in a dumpster and starts injecting the steroids. And for some reason, I think steroids usually have the opposite effect for this, but the steroids make his penis grow enormous.
Right.
So he grows this gigantic fucking dick and just goes around killing people with this gigantic dick.
This is awesome.
And then at the end, he's like, oh yeah, and also at the end of the film, he grows gigantic to like Godzilla size and just stomps people in houses.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's what Mike Diana is planning.
That
for his,
would be
his next
awesome.
film.
Because
Yeah.
do you know when the last film he made was? It's not been for fucking
Not
decades,
for a
is
long time, yeah. So he hasn't done anything for a while.
it? Yeah. Oh, I would love to see that. That sounds great. I'm glad that he's still kind of pursuing, or at least has the idea to pursue films again.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It's really cool. But yeah, it was just so great. It was like such a nice event. It was really nice for that it was organized so quickly because it meant that it wasn't too crazy there, and there was the chance to talk to him. I told him about the podcast.
Hey.
Awkwardly, because Tana's like, you have to tell him. So I did, and he did seem quite interested and took a photo of Show Me Something Wrong on his phone.
Oh,
so
bloody hell.
I hope we didn't say anything bad about him in that episode. We loved that.
We loved
movie.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, we laughed our asses off at it.
Yeah. But that's
you
the
got
point.
it. You got to laugh at it.
Yeah, Tana's question was actually how many times has he watched Blood Brothers?
Right.
And for that question, he told a pretty fun story about watching it kind of recently with his brother who's in the film and his brother's kids. But his sister-in-law, so his brother's wife, is like very Christian.
Oh.
And he said that he'd kind of forgotten about how bad the film was, like how
So blasphemous.
how gross the film is. So they were all watching it together, the brother's kids, and Mike Diana, and they were all just like laughing their asses off watching it. And he was like, "This is great that it's still funny."
Yeah.
And then the Christian sister-in-law ran in and was just like, "Okay, that's enough. Turn this off." And just freaked out. So yeah, he definitely sees this film for what it is, as like a very funny fucking nightmare of a film.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I wonder if those were his like intentions when he set out to make it initially,
I'm sure it must have been.
or was he trying to make something more kind of serious? That
I don't think so. It's so like clearly funny, like the cocaine scene. He was talking about that as well, and how I think the brother was like, "Oh, these cocaine lines are, they're way too big. This is not realistic." He's like, "No, they need to be huge." So yeah, he had an eye for what's
good.
funny, right?
I remember saying like the lines of coke seem like the lines that someone would rack up who has no idea what coke is or how much coke you should be taking, which clearly, as they were kids, you would imagine a kid to do. But it's interesting to know that he was aware of that.
Oh yeah,
and he purposely made them ridiculously massive.
Definitely. But yeah, man, it was a absolutely bizarre experience that he came to Japan. Just did not see that happening, especially so soon after we recorded that episode as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck are the chances of that happening?
Yeah, showing the film we just talked about and so close to home.
Nuts.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But it was great, and incredibly nice guy, and I was so happy that he came down. It was great.
Good. I'm very envious that you managed to go
shame
see
that you
it.
couldn't make it. Yeah.
But good stuff.
But
well, thanks for the update on that.
No worries.
Nice little mooge boosh from you there, Dave.
All right, so maybe we'll do some more mooge booshes in the future. We'll see. Yeah, got a few other topics up our sleeves. All right, but yeah, as always, follow us on Twitter, SMSW podcast.
At twitter.com.
At twitter.com.au. Wait, that's not it. And send us an email too if you want. showmesomethingwrong@gmail.com. Anything else people should do?
Watch Blood Brothers.
Yeah, watch Blood Brothers. And
send us some money.
Send us some money? What? So in that order. Yeah. Watch Blood Brothers. Send us some money. Yeah. Not Mike Diana.
Well, him as well, if you want.
Him, yeah. Send most of it to him. I mean, he did make.
See you next time.
Bye.